ऊपर क्या है भाई? ऊपर देखो भाई। भाई
Doc Michael is a Korean-based YouTube channel run by duo Tichy and Michael, who explore haunted locations across South Korea. On the 21st of March, 2021, Michael embarked on a solo investigation at a site rumored to be the former grounds of a deceased shaman. For the first 2.5 minutes, everything remains eerily quiet until he stumbles upon what looks like a small office or reception area. As he examines a collection of paintings, an unsettling scent suddenly fills the air, reminiscent of ash. The presence of a matchbox on the table could explain the smell. But before Michael can investigate further, something unexpected happens. A knife resting on a plate begins to move on its own. Startled, he bolts from the room, but after regaining his composure, he cautiously returns and tosses the knife outside. A little later, as he passes in front of a mirror, he notices what appears to be candlelight flickering behind some frosted glass. His nerves spike, but upon closer inspection, he realizes it's merely a streetlight outside. Meanwhile, his live chat begins frantically typing, urging him to look at the ceiling. Confused, Michael scans the area but sees nothing unusual until his viewers insist he check through the mirror. Even then, he finds nothing, but many in the chat remain convinced they spotted something lurking above him earlier. As he continues deeper into the house, Michael notices a rolled-up poster partially unrolling near a door. To his shock, it appears to be moving on its own, slowly unfurling before abruptly snapping back down. His anxiety rises as he approaches, only to find a strange parchment featuring what looks like a cryptic symbol or eerie caricature. Just as he begins speaking, asking if anything wishes to communicate, a loud sliding noise breaks the silence, sending a chill down his spine. The situation takes an even more unnerving turn when the lights in the room suddenly flicker on and off, with no apparent cause. Michael's voice becomes noticeably shaky as his fear mounts, yet he presses forward to investigate the source. Upon entering the room where the light was flickering, he discovers something unsettling: the electricity doesn't even work. Despite this, he soon spots another light mysteriously flickering in a different room. As he cautiously peeks around the corner, a section of the wall suddenly collapses, nearly crushing him beneath it. It becomes evident that something their summon does not want him there. Shaken but determined, Michael makes a hasty exit, only to return moments later to apologize and attempt to make contact. However, he doesn't stay for long, as something unseen seems to pull him toward another room. There, he finds an old photograph sitting on a table. Could this be the spirit he has been encountering? The night's most terrifying moment comes when Michael peers into a darkened room only to catch a glimpse of something moving in the shadows. The shape appears to be a hunched figure, with its neck and head eerily obscured. Something is undeniably present within these walls, and Michael seems certain that he has made contact. With any luck, he and Tichy will return as a duo to conduct another investigation, though after what transpired, it's uncertain if Michael will be willing to revisit the site alone. What's Lurking on This Rooftop at Night? Published by Scary Labs in July 2021. This paranormal investigation captures something eerie prowling in the darkness. The figure, glowing an unnatural green, almost digital in appearance, resembles a hooded entity. At first, it faces the crew before silently turning and walking away. Strangely, they don't seem to notice it at the time, but as they approach the building and light a candle, the figure reappears this time. Only its outline is visible. Now aware of its presence, the team panics and flees. As they run, The entity remains ominously perched on the rooftop behind them. While many in the comments credit the footage to next-level editing, others praise the Oscar-worthy reactions. It's likely stage butt for those who believe this encounter is the stuff of legend.
ओए, ऊपर क्या है भाई? ऊपर देखो भाई। भाई, मोमबत्ती फेंको भाई। ओए, मोमबत्ती फेंको। चलो भाई। चलो 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 चलो।
Tim, John, and Ben set out to explore a house hidden deep in the woods, rumored to be the site of eerie rituals performed by a mysterious cult. After wandering through the darkness for a while, they stumble upon a decaying white house, its walls covered in ominous warnings spray-painted in large dark letters. Ignoring the foreboding messages, they venture inside, laughing as they take turns breaking objects and startling one another. But their playful antics come to an abrupt halt when they discover a dungeon-like basement leading into complete darkness. A foul stench fills the air, so strong that they have to cover their mouths and noses with their shirts. At first, they believe the only things down there are two dolls hanging by their necks until a deep guttural growl echoes through the basement. In an instant, fear takes over, and all three of them sprint for their lives, the sound of something unnatural closing in behind them.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, please, okay, you gotta go.
If the noise was real, then it could only mean one thing: the horrifying result of a ritual too terrifying for anyone to witness. Published by Dark Ghost Paranormal in August 2021, Dennis set up cameras inside a hidden bunker beneath an abandoned school in Germany, a place shrouded in mystery. As his equipment records, one camera captures a door eerily creaking open on its own. Meanwhile, in a room above the bunker, Dennis calls out, asking for a sign that he's not alone.
Но ему знак, если надо где-то еще искать.
The response he receives is chilling. Back underground, a sudden blast startles him, seemingly coming from a metal box in the bunker. The tension builds as the light from his camera abruptly shuts off, leaving him in total darkness. Through the spirit box, he hears an ominous warning. It's a trap. Moments later, strange, carnival-like music begins to play. As his lights continue to flicker and fail, Dennis realizes he's trapped. The door to the room is inexplicably locked, and he is left with only the dim glow of a lighter while a menacing growl emerges from the shadows. Eventually, the spirit box delivers another message: do not come. Then, as if obeying unseen forces, the locked door suddenly swings open. Wasting no time, Dennis grabs his equipment and flees. Given the terrifying events of that night, one can only assume he took the warning seriously and never dared to return, probably the smartest decision he could have made.